take your minds off of it a little bit here with a new live stream. And we got another Sabres game here. This time it's between the Buffalo Sabres and the inconsistent but heavily favored Toronto Maple Leafs. So it's going to be difficult, I'd say, to be able to get this team on the road and rolling against a team like Toronto. Does anyone really think the Sabres can beat them? Well, we'll have to see. And let me put up the poll before traffic gets in here and I forget, because I usually forget. Start to pull. There we go. Winner. And there was a little bit of confusion between the Sabres and their broadcasters, because most of them were back in Buffalo, and it was really difficult to get the team out there. So they had a really difficult time in getting to this game, actually. And thank God they did, because we all need a little bit of a distraction here and there. So, you know what, Buffalo? Take your minds off of Snowblown for just a second here. We got ourselves a hockey game. So let's go, ladies and gentlemen. Make sure, if you are new, to hit that like button and subscribe. Hopefully the Sabres can make this game somewhat interesting. They have been struggling mightily as of late. The Sabres have been struggling in defense. They're doing okay offensively, but goal scoring has been fine. Defensively has been bad. Goaltending has been bad. But it looks like tonight we may actually get a bit of a differing guy here. It looks like because Ukko-Pekka Luukkonen was off the ice first this morning in practice for the Sabres. So we'd have to assume, because usually that means he'll be starting. But I don't know what it is between the Sabres and UPL and not wanting to give him any opportunities. But it's been a struggle to see him get that. So we got ourselves a little bit of a goaltending potential competition now with Eric Comrie out for a couple weeks with that MRI injury. Sabres are going to have to do a lot here tonight. UPL, if he does in fact start, which I believe is the case now, 10 seconds after voicing my uncertainty about it, I think it's likely that he does start. We'd want to see him get a good opportunity. He's been playing very well for the Rochester Americans, so he's been good. There's no doubt about that. So we're going to have to, but even that, we're going to have to really pick ourselves up by the bootstraps and get something going here in front of UPL. But we got a long stream ahead of us, a long game as well. But if no one knew already, my name is Don, and this is obviously Buffalo SportsCenter. Can't wait to get another stream in here. Cannot wait. It's going to be a fun game. It usually is between these two teams, Sabres and Leafs. They've been playing pretty competitively over the last 2 years, despite each team going in opposite directions. The Leafs obviously have been a playoff juggernaut. The Sabres, of course, have not. They've been a little bit different. The Sabres have been stuck in a tad bit of a rebuild, obviously, but it doesn't matter because the Sabres keep beating the Leafs. It's weird. It's one of those weird things that happens every year, and one of those, it's Sabres beating the Leafs. They beat them in the Heritage Classic in a 5-2 result. They lost narrowly at home 5-4, with Tage Thompson, of course, being the main orchestrator of that. And then they went into Toronto a couple of times and beat them pretty convincingly. One time 5-1, and the other time, I believe, along that same scoreline. But they've been really, really good against the Leafs over the last couple of seasons. Let's see if that carries over into tonight's game here, because Lord knows they really need a win tonight. The Sabres have lost 7 straight. They started the season 7-3. Now they're 7-10, and things are not looking too good for them. They have a tough game here tonight, and they have a couple of tougher games next week against the Devils, the Canadiens, the Blues as well. So all of that means that this game here, these 2 points tonight, is incredibly important. But it's equally as important for the Toronto Maple Leafs, who just lost in overtime to the red-hot New Jersey Devils. They played that game pretty well. And let's look here at the starting goalie in tonight's game, Ukko-Pekka Luukkonen. he gets the nod tonight for the Sabres. He's 6-3 down in Rochester so far in the AHL. 307 goals against average with an 8.98 save percentage. So there's definitely some room for improvement, but he's been getting the wins, and he's been very good for them. And the Americans are one of the better AHL teams right now. So he gets the nod here tonight for the Sabres. This will be the first time since mid-December last season that we've seen him in the net. And the Maple Leafs are going to be playing their reverse retros here tonight. Matt Murray, he's going to get the start tonight. He's been red hot over the last couple of games. That last loss was certainly not on him, as he actually made a really good save initially on Jack Hughes. But he's had a 9.29 save percentage over the last couple of games since he's returned from a week-to-week injury. So the Sabres are going to have their work cut out for them tonight. Got 5 people in the chat. Let's go, ladies and gentlemen. Let's get hyped. Are you guys a Sabres fan, Leafs fan? I'm obviously a Sabres fan. I got the sick jersey on. You can barely see at the bottom of the screen there. But Toronto will be playing in their baby blue reverse retro jerseys with the thick white patch on them, on their shoulders. The Sabres are going to be playing in their road whites, and well, that's indicative of what color the city of Buffalo is right now. White. Just a white blanket over the entire city. But if you guys are from Buffalo, let me know. How are you guys doing? How is everything holding up there? Even doing a lot of snow blowing, I imagine. But we got 9 people in here. Let's go. Stick around, folks. Puck drop will be in a couple of minutes here. Looks like national anthems are up. Both teams are just getting ready to go here. And I'm watching off the MSG broadcast, and it's kind of funky tonight since they had to bust out Brian Duff really quickly there and put him in the arena, mainly because they couldn't get anyone else. Everybody else for the MSG broadcast team is stuck in Buffalo, in the South Towns. So, really sucks for them that they're not going to be able to do that game. But they did get Dan Dunleavy and Rob Ray for this one, so if anyone's watching the MSG and sees Brian Duff, that's why. MSG didn't even have a pregame show. Usually that's where I get all my information from. That's why I'm a little unsure who was starting, because they didn't exactly spell it out for me there. But Toronto, all the players are on the ice. They're getting all circled around here. Oh, my goodness. Puck drop is next. I forgot how slow Toronto is. Oh, look at them. They're doing their little pregame ceremony here. Looks like the refs just got on. National anthems will be starting. But, of course, they're going to go to a commercial break. So, we got a couple minutes, folks. What do you think? Drop some predictions as well into the chat. Let's see how the poll is doing. A plurality of you guys believe that the Sabres will win. 57% of the votes of the 7 votes are for Buffalo. So, like to see that. But I kind of believe that the Sabres are gonna upset everybody here. They're gonna blow us all away tonight. Hopefully they give us the win, because I streamed the game on Wednesday against the Ottawa Senators, or was that Thursday? It was Thursday, yeah. And that was just a dejected, terrible performance from this team against an Ottawa team that was struggling just as much as them. The Sabres had so many opportunities to take control of that game and just didn't. They did not. And they played one of the most boring games I think I've seen under the Don Granato era. So hopefully he gets them rebounded and refocused tonight. They've had one extra day of rest here. Hopefully it works out. I really hope so. I'd like to see my Sabres get a dub here. Please get a dub. So, yeah, let's hope for that. Prayers up. Prayers up for Buffalo, okay? Oh, Buffalo. I saw all the betting lines are obviously in favor of the Toronto Maple Leafs, so it'd be nice to stick it to everybody. And it's always nice to beat the Maple Leafs. The Maple Leafs are our biggest rival, and I know the rivalry has heated down a bit in the last couple of years, but when it gets going, it's a fun series of games. But I'm just doing a panoramic view of downtown Toronto. I have been in the CN Tower. I went up there. That was pretty cool. Walked all around the downtown area a couple months back. So that was fun. I recognize all of that. Toronto's actually a nice city. Downtown, really nice, really modernized. But, yeah. Looks like all the fans are in their seats finally. Well, let's see what the Sabres can do here tonight. With Ukko-Pekka Luukkonen, hopefully they give the young guy a lot of confidence in there and hopefully get him his first W of the season. But Eric Comrie is out for a couple of weeks, suffered a knee injury in the loss on Thursday night against the Ottawa Senators. That's why UPO is in and starting tonight. It amazes me that they were able to get him out before all the snow hit. But Matt Murray is also going to be starting for the Maple Leafs. And, of course, Toronto, they still have guys like Mitch Marner, John Tavares, Austin Matthews. And they got a couple of guys also filling in here and there. Cal Youngcrook, the former Nashville Predator, he's been okay for them. Justin Hall is, I know Toronto fans don't like him all that much. Nick Robertson, I believe, will be a healthy scratch, surprisingly enough, tonight for the third straight game. Just looking at some of the past results, I'm not kind of confused why. Nick Robertson, from an outsider point of view, you guys can obviously correct me, but it seems like he was doing well. He had that one goal against, can't remember who it is against. I think it was against Toronto, or Boston. Obviously, it was for Toronto. But looking at some of the last results, Toronto handily beat the Flyers. They beat the Bruins, which was a huge result for that team. Then they beat the Hurricanes. So it's weird. This team, a couple weeks back, were on the burner because they lost to Vegas, San Jose, LA, and Anaheim, all on the Western Coast trip. And then they come back and beat the Bruins and Hurricanes. And then they beat the Canucks, they beat the Penguins, beat the Flyers, as I mentioned before, lost to Vegas in overtime, and they lost to Pittsburgh? Wow, that's a bad result. And then, of course, their most recent game, they lost in overtime against the New Jersey Devils. Looks like Toronto and Buffalo are doing a little pregame ceremony here, not outside of the national anthem. Everyone's got their sticks and hands raised in the air. I don't have the audio on, so I have no idea what's going on. But I assume it's for a good cause. Maybe it is. But we'll have to see. But we got an interesting game about to roll on in here. 8 people in the chat. Let's go, ladies and gentlemen. Make sure to hit that like button and subscribe. This is going to be a good game. I have a good feeling. Stick around, folks. It's going to be amazing. And that's not just me doing the good old YouTuber pitch there. Not exactly. But I'm excited to see how UPO does. Because I know the fans have been really wondering, why hasn't he been up at the big club? Why is he still in the AHL? Is he really that bad? Well, not exactly. It's kind of a mixed bag, as is most other things, but he's finally getting that opportunity tonight, and that, for me, as a Sabres fan, is perhaps the biggest storyline for Buffalo. Can they get UPO his first victory in his, not his NHL debut, his season debut here tonight? So, let's get it, folks. Let's do it. I need some water here. Gotta keep that voice well rested, right? Whoopsies. Whoops. But of course, usually I'd be checking Sabres Twitter, but everyone see how Twitter may die? Everyone was claiming that. Oh, I forgot to mention, earlier today, the Buffalo Sabres did claim forward Tyson Jost off waivers, the former 10th overall pick from the Colorado Avalanche. He was traded to the Minnesota Wild this past offseason, and he wasn't very good. He only had 3 assists in 12 or 13 games and was not really making that huge of an impact lower down the depth chart. So they waived him and his $2 million salary. Buffalo's like, he's a gamble, sure, but let's try it. Let's see what happens. You never know. They tried that same thing with Drake Caggiula. Tyson Jost, though, will not get his season debut with the Sabres here tonight. Looks like his number will be number 17. But the lineup for the Sabres: Skinner, Thompson, Tuck, Peterka, Cousins, Quinn. Nice to see Jack Quinn back in the lineup. Middlestat, Krebs, Olofsson on the third line, and then Asplund, Riley Sheehan, and Vinny Hinostroza. But I'm really excited to see how Peterka, Cousins, Quinn will do tonight, because that pairing, or that trio right there, they were phenomenal in that Boston game a week ago. And the Sabres made it seem like that Jack Quinn would be out for longer, but he's already back here tonight, and thank goodness he is. They've really missed him on the power play. Oh, don't even get me started on the Sabres power play over the last couple of games. It's not been good. It's not been good. Actually, this entire season's been infuriatingly inconsistent. And then on the defense, it's Owen Power and Rasmus Dahlin, Jacob Bryson, Henry Jokiharju, Casey Fitzgerald, and Ilya Lyubushkin on that third pair. And so Fitzgerald draws back in. Girgensons out with a little bit of an injury there. Lawrence Pilu is out of the lineup as well. So we'll have to see how Casey Fitzgerald does. He's not good. But neither has Lawrence Pilu. Neither of them have been really good for the Sabres this season. Boy, does this team need Matthias Samuelsson back. All right. And there we go. Finally, after all that build-up, we're 17 minutes in. Oh, my goodness. 17 minutes. Both teams finally back on the bench. Jack Quinn looks like he got a nice little haircut there. Doing some smelling salts with KC Middlestat. This young group ready to go. All the guys getting pumped up there on the bench. Hopefully we see a new level of energy now. And with the puck at center ice and finally dropped, we are now underway here between the Buffalo Sabres and Toronto Maple Leafs. Sabres going from left to right here in this first period. And they start with their first line out there. Thompson, Skinner, and Tuck here. Thompson gives it to Tuck at center ice, and he makes a nice move into the Leaf zone. Takes a shot. That's blocked. Sends it into the high slot for Thompson. He can't get a shot up. He's looking for an avenue out. He finally, after a couple of stick handles, finds Tuck at the back post. Short angle shot. Rebound sitting in front there. Rasmus Dahlin was looking to bang it home. But a good initial save there by Matt Murray. Toronto comes back. Morgan Riley tries to dump it in, but deflects off the stick of a Sabre and out of play. But a really good shift to open this game up here for the Sabres. Thompson doing what he does best and stick handling around 5 defensemen, making them look pretty stupid there. And, unlucky there that he couldn't get the puck to settle for him, because he had a good opportunity for a split second there, 2 feet in front of Murray. So this face-off just outside the Sabres zone. Looks like resulted as came as the result of a Riley attempted dump in, but the puck was deflected out. So, second face-off of the game there, won by the Leafs. They win it back in their own neutral zone and tip it into the Sabres zone. Henry Jokiharju there to pick it up for Buffalo. Sends it around the boards, looking for Jack Quinn. He can't handle it. Kept in deep there by the Leafs. Eventually, though, the Sabres are able to break it out now. And here's Cousins with Peterka and Quinn now. Cousins into the corner, near side. Cousins gives it to Peterka. He slips away from the check, plays it neatly back to the point. Bryson's long-range shot deflects away. And they tried to send it back out in front off the rebound, but Jack Quinn couldn't get it to the front of the net. And here comes Toronto on the fast break. Dennis Malgin trying to push it through to the slot, but just missed the stick there, John Tavares. But he gets right back again. Tavares quickly into the Sabres zone. Gives it there for Marner. Marner along the boards now. Marner and Tavares working off each other. They get it to the point. Force it into the slot. Nylander pushes it out wide. Here's Tavares behind the net now. Tavares along with Marner. Owen Power doing his best to get it away from them. Eventually gets it to Marner. And Marner almost committed a tripping call there. It doesn't happen, and in the end, the Sabres pick it up with Owen Power behind his own net. Owen Power, though, facing a lot of pressure down low. Vernon, what's up? How's it going? Power eventually gets it back, pushes it along the boards, and sends it down length of the ice. That one will not be an icing. Waved off there just at the last moment by the referee. Here are the Leafs breaking out with minimal pressure. Sandin had his pass deflect off a Sabres skate. Goes in on Luukkonen. He stops and pushes it around the boards up to the point. there's a heavy check there on Middlestat. And that's one thing that he's really struggled at this year is his physicality, even despite putting a lot of work into it. Still not quite there. Hinostroza trying to push that one into the Leaf zone. He cannot. Leafs take it back again with Pierre Engvall. Engvall looking far side, hoping to catch the stick there of Jonkruk, number 19 there for the Leafs. Instead, it's Erasmus Asplund with some speed into the Leaf zone. Tries to get it through to the net. He eventually does, but it's whacked away there by Murray. And he's pushed down at the last moment. No call there against Buffalo. That's an offside. Offside there against Buffalo. Good opportunity, though, by Asplund just to bully his way to the front of the net. That's good. But the Sabres, they've been really struggling at establishing themselves in the offensive zone. So if they really want to work on something tonight, there it is. That's it. And they also have to hit Toronto. They are dead last in the NHL in hits. And they've really been getting outplayed, out-muscled, and outboxed at certain times, too. So they really need to work on that. Off the face-off, Toronto clears it down length of the ice. No icing. Dahlin picks it up, gets it through the neutral zone, and the Sabres are just going to tip it in and get a line change here. Thompson working on the forecheck. Can't find it, and here come the Toronto Maple Leafs. 3 back into the Sabres zone. Bunting with the shot. Struggled off there by Luukkonen. The rebound sits in the slot. Justin Hall with a point-blank chance, and that misses. Sabres get it off. Up along the boards, finally out. Justin Hall there at center ice, gives it to Malgin. Malgin trying to break inside. Whoa, that was almost too many men on the ice there for Toronto. Here's Justin Hall. Hall forces it through. Quinn, nice check there to keep the puck there for Buffalo. Quinn knocks it in deep. Works his way around the boards, finds Cousins there in the corner, gives it back to Quinn. He turns it over in the high slot. David Kampf lifts it out there for the Leafs, and the Sabres quickly take it back again. Bryson just inside his own zone, gives it up the boards for Peterka. Peterka forces it inside for Cousins, but he came in offside. So a good shot there for Toronto. Struggled away. It was right at the top of the shoulder there for Luukkonen. He had to fight that one off. Almost hit him in the mask, too. Vernon says New Jersey has been on fire. Yeah, they have been. 11 straight, I think, now. They're second in the NHL. Really looking impressive. Lindy Ruff getting a nice little second coming there with New Jersey, maybe. We'll have to see how they do for the rest of the year. Here's Tavares entering the Sabres zone, trying to get the shot off, but the puck just rolled off his stick at the last moment there. Sabres take it back now and put it up the far side boards. Middlestat almost collided with his own teammate there. Gets it to Jokiharju. He threads it back nicely for Middlestat. Middlestat trying to cut inside. Gives it to Olofsson instead. Olofsson works his way down behind the Toronto net there. Olofsson along with Liljegren for the Leafs and Rasmus Sandin. He keeps it alive, though, for Buffalo down there. Middlestat trying to keep it for the Sabres along the boards. He cannot. Toronto will clear. That was weird. Here's Luukkonen behind his own net. And one thing that we may see more from the Sabres tonight is UPO playing with the puck. Comrie didn't really do too much of that. Anderson as well at this point in his career. He's not too comfortable doing that as well. So maybe UPO does a little bit more and tries to stretch things out here for Buffalo. Here's Riley Sheehan for the Sabres. He was also called up from the AHL. Hits it off the inner stanchion of the glass right near the Toronto bench, and that one goes out of play. So, if you guys don't remember, Luukkonen is from Espoo, Finland, of course, because everything with this guy has to have a funny name with it, Espoo. He's 23 years old, second-round pick way back in 2017, and he's been getting hyped up for a couple years now, but he's seen some competition grow behind him. There's Eric Portillo now in the system, Devin Levi as well. So UPL really has to be looking over his shoulder and try to make things count now or never here with Buffalo, because they have not shown a willingness to give him opportunities at the big club. Oh, and there's Riley with a shorthanded opportunity there for Toronto. That just missed high and wide. Here are the Sabres. Nice breakout pass for Tuck. Gives it out wide for Skinner. Opens his hips up. Skinner inside. Slot shot for Thompson. Saved there by Murray. he had Tuck driving on him, so he cannot give up any juicy rebounds there. So, of course, that means MSG is going to quickly go to a commercial break with 13:59 to go here in this first period. Still scoreless here between the Sabres and Toronto Maple Leafs. Blah. So it's been a good game, actually, from Buffalo. Haven't committed any silly turnovers yet, although Vinny Hinostroza is playing, so we'll see something like that. Oh my gosh. Just saw a video of lake effect snow a couple nights ago. Everyone's saying, why is Lawrence Pilu in the box? But I'm super excited to see how UPL does for the rest of this game. That first opportunity there, he looked like he was okay. Although he gave up that big rebound. But, yeah, we'd like to see a little more coming from the Maple Leafs. Toronto, though, their fans will be expecting them to win, although Sabres in recent memory have been beating the Leafs quite easily as well, I should say. Jeez. Oh my gosh. Yeah, that's difficult. Here we go now. 13:59 to go here in this first period. 7 people in the chat right now. Jordan James Adams, lovely name. Hello, how are you doing? I'm a Leafs fan, but I think Sabres win. I hope you're right. Hope you're right. And it's going to all have to be up to Tage Thompson how he performs here tonight, because he's really been the centerpiece of this Sabres offense. He's got 8 points in his last 6 games, despite the team's scoring kind of taking a downturn. But he loses that offense's own face-off. Toronto gets it back. Nice play there by Skinner to keep things alive. Thompson tried to cut on in with a nice move, but he couldn't. Here comes Austin Matthews for the Leafs. Matthews through. Bunting! Oh, what a glove save there by UPL. Holy smokes, that was a great save. Here's Skinner back the other way for the Leafs now. He gives it out wide for Tuck. His shot just rang high off the glove there, Murray. But they keep play alive here. Owen Power at the point. Dishes it out wide for Thompson. Thompson for Skinner. Skinner down low for Tuck. In the corner. He tries to get it along the boards. Matthews takes it away but turns it over. Here's Skinner now into the slot. Try to force a pass. Couldn't find a guy. And the Leafs take it back again. Morgan Riley. Oh, but he gets jump cut there by Dahlin. Dahlin throws it to the point. Here's Tuck now. Tuck working his way through. Out wide for Power. Power. Slot. Dahlin with the shot that goes just wide. Rebound picked up there by Bunting. And he will try to get this on goal. Oh my goodness. UPL almost gave it away there to Nylander. Here's Nylander keeping it alive for the Leafs. Throws it out wide into the slot there. Kampf with an opportunity to whack away it, but he couldn't get it through. Jack Quinn turns it over in the corner for the Sabres. Here's Malgin. Plays it back to the point for Giordano. Giordano wires that one. That's saved there again by UPL. Sabres take it in the corner now. Here's Malgin. Malgin walking in the high slot. Plays it back for Giordano. The one-timer again goes wide. And the Sabres are finally going to be able to lift this one out. And they may have a 2-on-1 here. Dylan Cousins. Cousins working his way into the slot. Oh, that's a good save there by Matt Murray. Justin Hall takes it away, but promptly gives it away. Here's Jokiharju now. Jokiharju out wide for Jack Quinn. Quinn pushes that one into the corner, looking for Cousins. He couldn't get there. Alex Kerfoot, first time I'm mentioning his name tonight, takes away for Toronto and starts things up. Here's Kerfoot down the near side boards with some speed. Works his way around the Sabres net. Throws it on the far boards for John Tavares. Tavares with a nice move in the corner. Tried to pass it. Rolled off his stick again. Tries to force it through to the defenseman, but couldn't get it there, and the Sabres take it back now. Here's Casey Middlestat. Middlestat loses it there to Liljegren. Liljegren up the boards looking for Kerfoot. Couldn't get it out. Sabres just about keeping it in there. Middlestat trying to play it in deep. It flips high up in the air. Fitzgerald is there for the Sabres, but all he can do is blindlessly whack that one. Oh, and John Tavares just got rocked in the neutral zone there. I believe that was by Casey Middlestat of all people. but he just decked Tavares there. And Sandin now, after all of that chaos, finally keeps it for the Maple Leafs, but his breakout pass almost picked off there by the Sabres. Asplund doing just enough work there to take it away for Buffalo. He tries to get it through. Sheehan getting tangled up there along the blue line there, looking for nobody in particular. He loses it to Yarncroke. Yarncroke's pass for Riley, picked off there by Hinostroza. Hinostroza with about the worst pass I've ever seen this season. Oh my goodness, what was he doing? Trying to be too cute there. I don't know why he didn't just try to drive it to the front of the net, but that's why this guy has 0 goals in 17 games for the Sabres this season. Here's Jokiharju now in his own zone, gives it to Thompson. Thompson now plays it out wide for Tuck. Tuck shields it and backhands that one into the near corner. Picked off there by Giordano, but he loses it to Skinner. Skinner gets it in the slot, but Dahlin has the puck just roll off his stick and out of the zone. Here's Dahlin for the Sabres. Works his way back into his own zone now. Plays it out wide for Owen Power. The rookie spins out of the pressure. Plays it near side now for Dahlin. Here's Dahlin through center ice for Thompson. Thompson carries it into the Toronto zone. Takes the shot. That's blocked away there by Murray. Rebound falls to Dahlin, but again, he can't control the puck. But he does just enough to get it through to Skinner, and Skinner finds Tuck now. Tuck to Thompson. Thompson trying to force it to Skinner. Couldn't do so. Gets another turnover. Oh my gosh, this line is kind of dominant right now, folks. But here's David Kampf with a long-range shot. Coming back the other way. And that one is gobbled up there by UPL. And with all of that, the Sabres are going back to another commercial break. This game has been moving fast. Not a lot of whistles, nor penalties. 9:26 to go now. 9:27 actually to go here in this first period. This game remains scoreless. And it's actually been pretty even here between these two teams. I'd like to see a little more forceful play in the middle of the ice. They've so many times over this losing streak have played too cute on the perimeter. They like to play around with it on the outside. They never really get any good shots in. They don't put their shoulder down and drive to the front of the net. And Vinny Hinostroza had a chance to do that just now, but he didn't. He tried to drop it back between his legs. Of course, it hit one of his skates and looked like one of the weirdest passes ever. But when Rasmus Asplund did it a couple minutes ago, I mentioned it. I gave him some praise for it. He looked good. He looked very good. And that was a good opportunity. Matt Murray did not look comfortable dealing with an opposing team player coming down on his slot area. So, the Sabres need to do more of that. They need to get Matt Murray uncomfortable. And because even though he's had a good 2-game stretch here for the Maple Leafs, he needs to they need to get more shots in on him. And that's something they didn't get on Anton Forsberg for the Ottawa Senators. Arkady Bazarov, what's up? I remember you. How's it going? Let's go Sabres, dig deep. Yeah, this team needs to do that. They really need to find a way to get out of this losing streak, because I have a feeling with a young team like this, once you just get one win, you feel much more comfortable. You're not gripping your stick as hard as you once were when you were losing, and things just get all that much easier. But arguably the best opportunity of the game so far was Matthews feeding it through to Michael Bunting. Had resulted in a good stop there by UPL. He had a great opportunity. Bunting did, but could not capitalize. Really good opportunity to make it 1-0. But here we go again. Defensive zone face-off coming up here for the Sabres. Cousins got thrown out. His replacement loses it. Sandin wins it at the point. But the Leafs had just turned it over, and here comes Jack Quinn. Quinn with some speed to the outside. Good play there by Liljegren to box him out. Really took all venom out of that potential counterattack there for the Sabres. Here's Kerfoot now, just outside of his own blue line, working with the puck. He looks around, comes over to the near side, circles back again. And Toronto's just going to play with it a little bit in their own zone right now. Sandin to Liljegren. Plays it up the far side boards for Kerfoot. Kerfoot goes off there he is. Kerfoot plays it around, looking for the pinching defenseman, Justin Hall there. Hall throws it behind the net. Kerfoot couldn't handle it, and the Sabres eventually take it away now with Jokiharju. Plays it along the boards. Olofsson drives on into the Toronto zone, loses control of it there. Middlestad tried to get a good second wave forecheck, not coming to fruition though, and the Sabres have to retreat. Here's Middlestad into the Leaf zone, gets it around. Sabres are going to win this game, real deal? Maybe. I hope so. Everyone's kind of calling for the upset, it appears. But they still have 60 minutes to play. And while they've been playing okay, they've limited the defensive miscues. They need to do a lot more here. Here's Vinny Nostroza now at center ice. Throws it into the corner. Riley took it away from the Sabres forward and plays with it now. Riley across for Jordy Ben, the former Montreal Canadian there. I almost said Dallas Star. I was thinking about Jamie Benn. But they still play around with it in the neutral zone here. Here's Riley Sheehan. Flutters that one out wide for Hinostroza. Hinostroza tried to throw that one to the net. He's had some good success here against the Maple Leafs. He had 2 goals in that Heritage Classic game, one of which was really fluky. Came from the outside. And here's Bunting now. Bunting trying to go on in. UPO takes it, and looks like there will be a delayed penalty coming up here against the Buffalo Sabres. So they will be heading to the penalty box first, it believes. Refs whistled it dead as UPL touched the puck. Jan, what's up? No goals today? No, not so far. Maybe there'll probably be at least 1 goal later. Actually, there has to be. But let's see what the penalty is on. I think it's against Riley Sheehan there for hooking. So the Maple Leafs, with this deadly power play, have a really good opportunity to strike first blood. The Sabres' penalty kill has been absolutely horrendous this season. They're in the dead last. Well, Austin Matthews right off the bat almost had a good shot. Oh, he gets it back again. Matthews, far side faceoff circle. Sends it to the point for Riley. A wide for Marner, and he scores. Oh, wow. That didn't take long. I told you guys, Sabres penalty kill is really bad, and they score again. Another man advantage goal given up by the Sabres. And Toronto gets first blood. It's Mitch Marner. Of course, you gave it up to that guy. Of all Maple Leafs players, you had to give it up to Mitch Marner. See if UPL. Nothing you can do about that. Just missed it on the glove side. Sliding across against the grain. Looks like it actually deflected off of John Tavares there. But Toronto, they score first here. Not really surprised. Sabres' penalty kill has been absolutely terrible. Nobody got out on Mitch Marner there. That's what happens. Sabres cannot commit a... oh my god. The pressure keeps on going. Sheehan is not an NHL player. No, he's not. He really isn't. That was a really lazy penalty that he gave up. But it looks like the Maple Leafs trying to cut it to the front of the net again. Here's Yarncrook. Out wide into the corner for Pierre Engvall. Engvall into the slot there. Good one-timer there from Yarncrook, but an even better response from UPO. He saves that one, and the Sabres just lift it out and down the ice, but not far enough for an icing. Make sure, ladies and gentlemen, to hit that like button and subscribe. We're currently at 1407 subscribers. Let's get that to 1410 before the end of the game. Let's go! Here's Dennis Malgin for the Leafs. Malgin trying to work his way through a couple of players there. Thompson gives him the business right at the end of that play there. Looks like it's going to actually be John Tavares' goal. It's 10th of the year, assisted by Morgan Riley and Mitch Marner. So, yeah, not a good way to set the tone here, Sabres special teamers. Yeah, that was the easiest goal I think I've ever... Easiest power play I think we've given up so far. Guys, this Sabres team really hurt. I don't understand. She was So, alright, we got UPL sounds right. It does, doesn't it? It's better than saying Luukkonen. I like UPL. UPL is a fun name. Oh, there we go. Okay, good. Have all my stuff. But reminder, I think Cal will join me at intermission here. Wow, that was a nasty burp. But, yeah. Again, it looks like that. It looks as though the Sabres special teams will kill them again. And that bad streak continues into this game. Let me just text Kale here. What some of us live for, all of his jokes, all of it. Oh, guys. Why did the Sabres team keep on sucking? Why do they keep on sucking? California, do come out, boom. Oh, Buffalo. They need to do a lot better, though, on some of these plays. Just not good enough. Not even close to good enough. All right, another offensive zone face-off here for the Maple Leafs. Tavares, he's a point-per-game player so far this year. He's got 10 goals and 19 points in 19 games, so he's been off to a rather expected good start. He wins this face-off again for the Maple Leafs. Sabres, though, get it right back again. Olofsson, he just got slew-footed. Really? No call? No call? Okay. I see how it's going to be tonight, refs. Nylander circling the puck, gets it down low. Kerfoot's there in the corner. Tavares also coming in to help him out. Tries to get it back to the point. Looking for Liljegren, but the Sabres get it and flip it out to the neutral zone. Oh, look at that. Maple Leafs turn it over. Here's Middlestat. Oh, he was cut into the slot area of the ice. Right as he was about to take the shot, though, puck rolled off his stick, and Maple Leafs take it back again. Tavares, nice center pass for Mitch Marner. Marner cuts to the outside, doesn't take the shot. Now he has it, gets in the slot. Matthews with an opportunity, saved there by UPO. Skinner trying to get to the rebound, could not do so. Ben picking it up at the point for the Leafs, throws it across to Riley. Riley just sends it on deep. Owen Powers there for the Sabres now. Here's Owen Powers. Just flips it around to the far side. There's Yarncrook. Down low for Marner. Marner gets the receiving pass, and the Sabres eventually take it away. Here's Skinner with the long-range shot. Easily saved there by Murray. Skinner picks up his own rebound into the corner. Leafs doing just enough to get it along the boards, but not out. At least momentarily. Dahlin, though, eventually can't keep it in again. And the Leafs take it back again. Here's Morgan Riley. Down the wing. Takes the shot. Deflects high and wide of UPO. Sabres pick up the rebound, though. And it's with Tage Thompson. Gives it out wide for Jack Quinn. He gets slew-footed. No call once again. Oh, Thompson was looking to line up Malgin out there. Just didn't exactly sit right for him. Here's Lyubushkin. Lyubushkin forward to Skinner. He works back. Tries to generate some space for himself. Plays it out wide for Dahlin. Dahlin with the puck. Has it. Still has it. Still has it. Sound like Joe Buck. Plays it through. Gets it in deep to the Leafs zone. There's Giordano trying to get it out. Falls to Lyubushkin and takes the quick shot from the point. That doesn't fall. Cousins has it now in the corner. Gets it around to the point for Bryson. Inside for Dahlin, or for Cousins. Circles it. He throws it down low behind the net there. Peterka now in the corner. Peterka around for Bryson. Gets it to JJ. JJ into the slot. Out wide. Fitzgerald with the opportunity. His shot just deflected wide of the net. His rebound falls to the stick there of a player that I do not know. Number 29 there for the Toronto Maple Leafs. He takes it away now for Zach Aston Reese. Reese trying to center that one. Looking for Yarncrook. Couldn't get it through to him. Loses it out, and Fitzgerald now for the Sabres. Gets it 1-2 center ice. Are you kidding me? No too many men? What are the refs doing here? Here's Engvall into the slot. Oh, my God. What are the Sabres doing? The defenseman, the fourth line, just napped, and it results in another goal here for the Leafs. Just pathetic. Absolutely pathetic. Defensive miscues continue. I'm not sure what the defensemen there were doing for the Sabres. But first, there was a too many men on the ice. And now, that wasn't called. And I'm just confused. I really am. I'm not sure what Casey Fitzgerald was doing there. Neither Yoki Yarhu. Both of them just standing and watching and looking on as Yarncrook puts it into the back of the net. He was all alone in the slots. All alone. Unbelievable, Buffalo. Unbelievable. Don Granato's upset on the bench. He believes there should have been a call. But this game is just getting from bad to worse here for Buffalo again. But Fitzgerald and Yoki Yarhu doing their best again. Defensemen, what are they doing? One of the biggest problems here for Buffalo is that they do not know how to keep the puck out of their own net. And Owen Power just got dragged down there. I wonder if there's going to be a call now against Toronto. Yeah, there will. Delay penalty coming up here against Toronto. So the Sabres are going to put their lackluster power play back out there. Let's see if they can get something going here. They really need a goal. Buffalo really needs the goal on the power play here. Tage Thompson, I don't really care if you're the one who scores it, but they need it here. John Tavares is going to head to the box for a trip. Guys, stick in between the legs there of Owen Power in the corner there. He takes a seat in the penalty box, so with 2:09 to go here, the Sabres will have just about the rest of this period to work off of. Let's see if they can do anything with it now. Maybe they can get within a goal. They actually won the faceoff here. Jeff Skinner wins it back to the point for Dahlin. Plays it out wide for Tage Thompson. And here's one of the things about this power play. They look so methodical when they have the puck. They are very slow and very predictable. They didn't get it to the quick shot there of Dahlin. Jack Quinn. Shot was blocked. Plays it into the corner. Justin Hall trying to get to it. David Kampf as well. And now the Leafs will have a shorthanded break. Mitch Marner. Marner is in. Marner drops it back. Giordano. No goal. Is it going to be a penalty shot? Looks like there will be a penalty shot against Buffalo because Alex Tuch did slide in. I'm not sure, though. Is there a penalty coming up here against Buffalo? I'm not sure. Yep. I'm very confused. What the hell is going on? The refs just went over. The Sabres knocked it off the net just as Giordano was going to shoot it in. Let's see here. I'm not sure. Hey! Dono alert! Cam 2K. What's going on, man? What's going on? Love that. Appreciate the $5, sir. Oh my goodness, that was great. Thank you, Cam. Making this crappy game a lot better, a lot more tolerable. But Alex Tuch just could not stop himself. I'm really confused as what's going on here. Looks like the Sabres did get called for that. So there goes that potentially important power play. That's burned rather easily by the Sabres. And it looks like there may actually be a review here to see if Toronto scored. Because that puck, even though the moorings were lost, the puck did cross that red line there on the goal line. Just a chaotic scene there in Toronto. This may be 3-0. Just an absolutely horror show of a period here from Buffalo. But Dahlin doing really no good there at the point. Not sure why he was snapping. Giordano was looking for a penalty shot there because of Tuch sliding on in. He just couldn't stop himself. Giordano tried to lift that one over the pads there, Luukkonen. It actually did cross the goal line had the net been in on its moorings. But it was very clear to not have been there anymore. But the refs are taking a look at this, so we may actually have a goal at the end of all of this chaos. Tuch, if this doesn't count, Tuch will go into the penalty box for deliberately, they're going to say deliberately knocked the net off its moorings there. But here we go, the refs coming back. Let's see if they're going to count this. He's talking. And it looks like there may actually be is there a misconduct here? No, it's a goal. It's a goal for Giordano. Oh, boy. Wow. So, in the end, it was not called a penalty, and the Sabres, they look dreadful. They absolutely look dreadful. It's already 3-0 Toronto, and we haven't even ended the third period, or the first period. Wow. Just wow. Dahlin with an absolutely mistake there. Yeah, it did cross the goal line. Wow. Wow, really bad. Just bad. Charlie, what's up? Worst game I've seen Dahlin play in a long time. Losing the puck near the blue line 3 to 4 times so far. Yeah. And his mistake there leads to another Toronto goal. So the Sabres will still have a power play, but they're down by 3, so there's really not much to do with here. This game already appears to be over, and Owen Power just gave it away at center ice. Jeez. I may end this stream right now, because this is pathetic. This is pathetic. Really is. Wow. And they almost turn it over again. You're on the power play. What is this? Here's Owen Power now with the puck. Just almost turned it over inside the Toronto blue line there. He eventually gets it again. Here's Power now. Backhands it along the boards. This is terrible. This is really just terrible. The Sabres have no drive right now. Toronto fans on their feet clapping, as they should be. 34 seconds left on this power play here for the Sabres. Tage Thompson now working his way into the middle of the ice. Gives it to Cousins. He plays it back for Thompson. What are you doing? What are you doing? Oh, my God. Oh, my God. Oh, look at them. Tuck, you should have scored that. You should have scored that. This is a pathetic game here from Buffalo. What an incredibly pathetic game as Toronto comes back to even strength. Just, I am flabbergasted. They have one last opportunity here, but fucking, wow. Whoops. Sorry, folks, I just said a bad word, but what a joke. I'm sorry, I'm just mad. But what a joke of a team this is right now. An absolutely complete joke by the Sabres. You are down by 3 goals. Already. Ugh. I will get Cal for this one intermission here. He's pretty dead from snow blowing, but we can get him on here. But this is a joke. This team is absolutely pathetic. I need to get my headphones. Give me a second here, folks. But it's bad. This is bad. They're going to go this entire week not winning a single game. It's rant time. It's rant time, folks. God. Ugh. Oh my God. I'm not even legal. I deserve, as a Sabres fan, I deserve some free alcohol. And I can't even drink, but, I'm a Sabres fan who, I willingly sat down to watch this game, but holy smokes. I didn't expect it to be this bad. This bad. Donnie Meatballs, what's going on here? This is pathetic. Oh boy, I'm sure Cal's gonna have some thoughts here in this intermission. But this is a complete and utter joke by Buffalo. Oh boy. I can't wait for Cal to come on for this only intermission appearance tonight, unfortunately, but it's rant time. It is rant time, guys. Watch out. Words, feelings will get hurt. Things will be said I am absolutely ready. You can see I'm fuming right now. Absolutely fuming here. But Cal is about to get his behind into this intermission here, and once he does that, I'll put it on split screen. But what a joke! What a complete joke of a team this is. Cal, I don't know if you sat down and watched that first period, but that was terrible.
Yeah, that was one of the worst hockey periods I've watched all season by any team in the league. This team has to get its stuff together, and I don't even know where to begin. We could talk all day about that, ticky tacky goal call for that third goal. He didn't even try to attempt a shot before the net was off, so that's kind of where I'm mad about that. But Toronto caught with too many men on the ice right before that second goal happens. Nothing happens out of that. But the Sabres just passing up prime opportunity time and time again. Dahlin's having the worst game of his season so far. Can't complain too much about him, but just going to put that out there. And how do we have a guy like Riley Sheehan not only playing but killing the team, committing a penalty? This guy is an absolute joke of a hockey player. We knew that years ago when we had him. How is he playing right now on this hockey team when we have so many young guys in the system? Hopefully that's why we, went on the waiver wire today. But, you look and you're like, oh, Sheehan's playing because of injuries. Well, who's injured? Gergensons is not a very good player. He's not the future of this team. Oh, who's hurt? Who else is hurt? Okposo. Well, let me tell you something. The way Okposo's been playing, he's not going to be here next year either. So you have no future on, at least, the last line of your team. And all of a sudden, we're right back where we were, 4 or 5 years ago, where we got a few good players, but we're still years away from having a team.
It's, oh, the way they're playing right now, I can't even describe it. There is not a single player on my list here that I would say had a good period. Sheehan was awful. Henry Jokiharju and Casey Fitzgerald. What were you doing on that first goal? Both of them got sucked into the play there. They were looking below the goal line. Kelly Yarncrook, I don't think he could have had an easier goal ever. He was all alone in the slot. I do not understand this defense. Owen Power and Dahlin have been the only good pairing for this entire month. The rest is an AHL absolute joke of a defensive core. The other two pairings, complete and utter garbage. Please.
Completely. And I think UPL had a good period. Let in 3 goals, but let's look at it. One's a power play goal, wide open. The defense is nowhere to be seen. The second one takes a wild bounce behind the net, gets flung out, and what do you know? 0 Sabres are in front of the net. The wide open guy. Can't blame him on that one. And the third one shouldn't have even been a goal. So for anyone, complaining about UPL, slow down a little bit. I don't think UPL is the future. I think, we got to look, a few years, even keep going there, with Levi and Portillo and stuff like that. But I mean, you can't blame UPL for that period. That's horrible defense. And again, 0 goals from the offense. What do we know? Another period where we don't score. We either score 5 goals and lose 7-5, or we score 1 goal and lose 2-1, like we saw, so many times.
Yeah,
it's getting frustrating.
I don't know what to say. I guess MSG not being able to put up a pre-game and post-game show kind of forebode and foretold how this game would be going. But because I don't want to talk about this game. This game is terrible. The Sabres really need to get their crap together. And I will record later on a rant video. That'll be funny. About how bad this team has been. Holy smokes. They've already signed their 8th losing streak warrant here. They're going to lose tonight. So I don't, they could score 2 goals and I wouldn't care. Thompson could score 18 goals tonight and I still wouldn't care. I would not. This team has just given me no hope right now. I said in the pregame, all they needed was 1 win. They needed 1 good game to get themselves not hurting so much, to not feel the pressure. But with a pair like this, you're not doing yourself any favors here, guys.
Yeah, not at all. And again, golden opportunity, a power play. Whoever is running the Sabres power play should have been fired yesterday. This thing has been absolutely atrocious. They telegraph every single pass on the power play. Oh, what do we know? We're trying to feed Thompson in the corner. It's just like, the power play of 3 years ago where feed Olofsson in the corner. Once they know what you're doing, the power play does not work. They do the same thing over and over and over again. They cannot get the puck in the zone. I don't understand. Skinner's trying to do too much. Owen Power's telegraphing passes. Tate Thompson's missing the net. Olofsson's missing the net. Can't even handle the puck. It's just an absolute mess of a power play, and it's time to start thinking maybe your system of the power play would work, but the guys on the power play are not going to work. So switch it up. Get someone who could freaking win a faceoff to give yourself a chance. Again, they're probably, I don't know the exact statistic, but on faceoffs, they're definitely losing them tonight. I see time and time again, faceoff lost. It's infuriating. And how does a team that was playing so good in the beginning of the year turn into the team we saw on the 16-game losing streak? How does that happen? And just, a blink of an eye, a snap of the fingers, all of a sudden this team is one of the worst in the league. They can't score a goal to save their lives. They have zero goaltending, zero defense, and their offense is about as streaky as the Buffalo Bills offense this year. That's all I got to say about that one.
Oh yeah, it's this team, guys. If you're a Sabres fan and you had to deal with that snowstorm, my apologies to you. You might as well get back out there and keep on snowblowing because nothing's gonna happen in the final two periods here. This game is already signed, sealed, and sent to the president's desk. This is over. This game is over. Down by 3. We are here in the first intermission report. Sabres, of course, gave up that shorthanded goal. Even if that goal didn't go in, the fact that they got a shorthanded breakaway that easily, I have nothing to say. Dahlin, why are you pinching there? Thompson, or no, I think that was Tuck on the outside who couldn't handle that pass. What are you guys doing? And then after the goal, that was pathetic. They showed zero willingness to actually try to score. They couldn't get a single pass together. This team is so low on confidence right now, and I do not see a good way of getting out of it.
Yeah, and it's one thing to let up a breakaway on a power play. It is what it is. But this happens every single power play. 2-on-1s, breakaways. The other team gets more chances than we do on a night-to-night basis on our power plays. How does that happen? As an NHL team, I'd understand if this was, a U16 team. Even an AHL team, I'd be like, okay, something, maybe all the players are – this is an NHL team. I mean, how in the world does an NHL caliber team with NHL-level coaches put together this power play and this performance on this losing streak? It's just an absolute joke. This is one of the worst Sabres teams I've ever seen, and I've seen some bad Sabres teams. They are playing absolutely horrific. The only player on the ice I want to watch is Tate Thompson. Everyone else is just horrible. You could add Dahlin to that. Tate Thompson and Dahlin have been very fun to watch this year. Everyone else has been horrible. They have zero depth scoring. Middlestat and Olofsson and Krebs, that line is fun at times, but they're not going to put anything together. They just circle the puck around the zone for 2 minutes and change. It's infuriating to watch as a Sabres fan. And if you live in the city of Buffalo, I mean, we haven't had a win in, I think, about a month and a half. This is, if the Bills lose tomorrow, I don't even know what us Buffalo sports fans are supposed to do. Like, what do you even do? This has been a horrific streak. Both teams have just been playing horrible, and it's speechless how horrible this team's been playing.
Yeah, it really has been, and all the positivity with Tuck and Thompson and Skinner scoring and Owen Power and Samuelson and God, all that positivity is undone with a losing streak like this. Hey Buffalo, if you guys wanted to get Sabres fans back in this arena, you ain't doing it like this. This is no way. Now, let's say they score 4 goals and come back in this game. I still would feel angry because they were down by 3 goals. And they'd still be 1-7 in their last 8 games. So, I said this was an important game for them. This was a really important game, but they've already made it unreachable and unwinnable.
Yeah. I think, honestly, the last hope of this season, I know it's early, but I'm going to say it, last hope of this season is Wednesday night. You get the goat head jerseys back. Maybe that can, spark something, Tuck's leadership, just something that goes, all right, we're done losing. This is a new season from here on out. But if we lose tonight, if we lose against Montreal and we lose against the Blues, that's season. I mean, that is the season. There's no coming back from that. It's not like you have a star that's injured that's going to come save you. You don't have anyone. I know you want to be active on waiver claims, and unless you make some sort of big trade or something, there's no one who's coming to save this team. You have zero goaltending. UPL he might be the best goalie in the system right now, and he's still not good at all. Comrie is an absolute joke. Craig Anderson cannot play more than 2 games in a row without him, his play deteriorating very quickly. It's just, again, you put together this team for short-term success, and you don't have the fundamental pieces. I keep hearing one more year.
When is that year?
When is that? You switch general managers every other year. You have coaches who have no idea what to do with their players. You have zero continuity within the organization, and they just keep telling you, oh, it'll be better next year once we've seen zero improvement from this organization. Mm-hmm. And you could say all you want about the tiny win streak in the beginning of the year, the hot start. We have hot starts every single season. It's nothing new. All Sabres fans knew this collapse was coming. We all hoped it would be shorter than in years prior, but this one seems like it might be the longest one, since that huge losing streak, and it might exceed it from what I'm seeing.
Yeah, it absolutely potentially could. Cam TK said it's hard to hear you, Cal. I don't know if that's a audio issue or something. If you can scream, I know you're very tired.
I'm talking as loud as I can. It's got to just be, I don't know. I have my volume all the way up, but
yeah, unfortunately, there's nothing we can do about that. But there's a lot of things the Sabres can do on their final play in the next 2 periods. Just show us some fight. God, show us some fight. I don't know, Labushkin, we brought you in here to be physical. Lay someone out. I'm not calling for someone to get injured here. I just need to see some sort of spark. And laying someone out in the neutral zone would be great. We saw John Tavares kind of get laid out there. That was a good hit. I don't remember who hit him, but
it might have it was either Fitzgerald or Quinn. Quinn had a good hit earlier in the period. I was like, okay, he's keeping that physicality from the other game. But yeah, Labushkin's been, besides the first few games before he got injured, he's a pylon. I mean, he's Rasmus Ristolainen 2.0 with zero offensive talent. And it's another one of those moves where, just like Comrie, it's a decent player. It'll fill that 1 to 2 year void. It's not going to help your franchise whatsoever. It's just, another one of those useless moves in free agency where you're trying to find the cheapest option out there that, has a 2% chance to become a star. It's a complete waste of a signing. Again, you got younger guys who at this point just blow it up again. I mean, what are you supposed to do? You have one line on this team, and Dylan Cousins, he's making stuff happen, but he can't do it by himself. You know what I'm saying? It's just single guys trying to do it all themselves out there. And then, even Tage Thompson at this time, he's like, screw everyone else. I'm just going to take the puck and skate by everything and at least get a shot on net, because it seems like so many Sabres are just reluctant to shoot the puck anywhere near the net. Every shot, it seems, they're trying to pick corners. They're trying to be perfect. The puck's going all over the place. Get the puck on the net, and maybe you'll get a juicy rebound. Oh, wait, you have 0 players on your team that are willing to camp in front of the net. So you can't even do that. It's horrible coaching. It's horrible game planning. And game after game, nothing changes.
Look, I still think that Kevin Adams and Donnie Granato are the answer for this team. I am infuriated. We were supposed to see progress this year. And if we keep playing like this, if the Sabres keep doing stuff like this, then their whole mantra of we're going to be better, we're going to show some progress here, it's not going to – they're going to really lose a lot of credibility with the Sabres fan base, not that they had much to begin with, and they'll also be facing the wrath, potentially, of the Pegulas, who we know is very quick-fired to pull the plug. It's just really – really tough here, and we may be coming back to the second period in a couple of minutes here, but Cal, I am at loss for words. What do you think? What's one thing, if you had to pick from the myriad of issues, what is one thing you would say to these Sabres players in the locker room here as they get ready for the second period?
I mean, honestly, as a coach, you just got to tell them, look what we did in the beginning of the year. We can have success as a team. Go out there and just fight, just scratch and claw for a win. It does not have to be pretty. It seems like all of these Sabres players want to be the perfect player. They're gripping their sticks. They're nervous. They're trying to make the right decisions. You just got to be free flowing. We all of a sudden, it seems like the Sabres just play dump and chase every single drive. No one wants to take the puck in the zone. They play dump and chase. They play it safe. It doesn't make any sense. You have a fast young team and you're playing like you're a bunch of grizzled veterans just trying to hog the line, and then you don't even play like that in the offensive zone. You completely change it. It just doesn't make sense from a coaching standpoint. I don't know what they're doing. And there's definitely been a change since the winning times to this losing streak. You could just by watching them play, you can tell. Mm-hmm. And I'd love to complain about goaltending, defense, but it's the whole team. Every single player is playing with the wrong mentality, and it comes down to leadership, coaching, and just overall effort. Maybe we don't have the right guys here. Maybe there's another cancer in the locker room that we don't know about. Something's a problem right now, and right now we can blame a lot of things, but we're not actually in that locker room to know. But internally, there's something that's a major problem right now that has to be taken care of before it gets out of control.
Absolutely. And, now we're back to the second period, and already Matthews almost had a good opportunity to score. Big shocker.
I might be back for the second intermission, so we'll see you then.
All right. See you then, Cal. All right. That was Cal. Obviously very frustrated with how things have gone here. Looks like, as I was saying, that man Murray kind of got dragged down there. I wonder if there's going to be a call against Buffalo. Because, oh my God, that would be funny, wouldn't it? And a lot of what Cal said, I don't disagree with. We are on the same page with virtually everything there. It was just a tough period. This team needs to do a lot more to even can make me consider thinking that they have a chance in this game. Because right now they play like that, they're going to lose 10-0. They'll lose 10-0 to a team like Toronto. You cannot give up crap like that. But 15 seconds in here, or 25 seconds in. Thompson leaning into an offensive zone faceoff. He won it. Wins it to the point. Jokiharju's quick shot. Blocked there by the defenseman Engvall, or the forward Engvall, excuse me. Toronto takes it back, throws it into the Sabres zone. UPL to play with it. Gives it out wide for Jacob Bryson. He spins around in the corner there. Gives it across to Jokiharju. Jokiharju looking for the stretch pass. Looking for Thompson. He couldn't handle it. And Jordy Ben takes it back here for the Maple Leafs. Ben out wide for Justin Hall. Through center. Looking for Kampf. He's got him. Kampf driving into the middle. Saved there by UPL. And the Sabres are coming back now with 3. Peterka out wide for Quinn. Quinn steps out, steps back in, back post for Cousins. His quick shot saved there by Murray. Blah. Hated that period. Come on, Sabres. Show me a little more fight here. Show me something that tells me that you guys actually want to maybe get a result from this hockey game. God. Who's excited, though, for the World Cup starting up tomorrow in Qatar? Yay! I don't know if anyone saw that FIFA Uncovered documentary on Netflix, but certainly eye-opening. Here's John Tavares into the Sabres zone. Leaves it out wide there for Nylander. Nylander backhands that one behind the Sabres net. Taken away, though, by Krebs, and here he comes for the Sabres. Plays it out wide for Olofsson. He throws it in deep, but his pass-in was deflected off the stick of Giordano and out of play. Giordano. Giordano sounds better. But tough game. That's kind of funny. Whoop. Elon Musk saying that Trump will be reinstated. Whoa, that's going to cause some opinions. Sabres offense zone face-off won there by Buffalo. Hinostroza trying to get some space for himself. Backhands that one down to Riley Sheehan. Asplund as well is also down there. Sends it around for Labushkin. Bushkin behind the net for Asplund. Spins around in the corner there. Asplund trying to find some way to get in front here. Draws a good penalty. Good for Asplund there. So the Sabres are going to go back to the power play, but they keep the puck for now. Hinostroza sends that pass out wide. Sheehan has it touched up into his skates. Eventually, though, Toronto touches it. And the Sabres, they're going to try not to give up a shorthanded goal this time. They will try their very best. They told me so. They promised me they wouldn't give up another shorthanded goal. But they have an opportunity here to maybe get some sort of momentum here. Because they need it. They need it badly, folks. So, Sabres back to the power play now. And they actually won the face-off. Dahlin plays it out wide for Jack Quinn. Gets it down low for Skinner. Skinner forces a pass through the middle of the ice. And, of course, it was to nobody. And the Leafs get it down the length of the ice. Here's Dahlin picking the puck up now. He drops it back. Oh, my goodness. Dahlin dropped the puck back for Thompson. Oh, wow. I must be crazy because I feel like I've seen that 20 billion times. Skinner, another. Why is he forcing the pass? Holy crap. Oh, negativity. David Kampf sends it down length of the ice. Now, here we go. Dahlin again. He drops it back again for Thompson. Here's Tage. Cutting to the outside. Gets it to Skinner. Flips it back to Thompson. Thompson checked hard into the corner there. Toronto trying to waste some time. They eventually pick the puck up. Oh my gosh. They send it back down the length of the ice. This power play is pathetic, folks. And UPL almost gave it away behind his own net. They're pathetic. 54 seconds left in this power play now. Second unit out there for the Sabres. Here's Olofsson into the Sabres zone. Leaves it there for Peterka. He couldn't handle the pass, and Toronto clears it again. Sabres only have one shot on 2 power play attempts so far. It doesn't look like that'll change. This team, just brutal. Here's Dahlin again. Dahlin. Come on. Keep possession. We can't even do that at this point. Zone entries, again, are a problem for this team. Nothing is changing again. They can't even get into the zone. This is just embarrassing. It's absolutely embarrassing. And they try to do it again. They can't do it. They just can't. Oh, they may keep it in for a couple of seconds here. Middlestad's just throwing it down into the corner. But Hull takes it and clears it again. Sabres waste another penalty or power play there, and it remains 3-0. They didn't even get a good pressure. None. 0. All that work done by Asplund is squandered. I don't know. I don't know, Joe. I try to stay calm. Here's Hinostroza with a quick one-timer. That goes wide. How do you stay so calm? If I was a Sabres fan, I'd be breaking things. I do. Trust me. Oh, I wanna take a jar, just whip it at a wall, a glass jar, and just start breaking things. But I'm better than that. More mature than that. During my entire time rooting for the Sabres, I've never seen a good team. I can't believe I'm saying this, but I'm kind of used to it now. But just looking back, Jordy Ben with a heavy check there on Tage Thompson. Ugh. I'm more disappointed than anything else. Very, very apathetic right now because they do not look like they want to win this game. And, the Sabres will be probably been told to take things 1 goal at a time. But it doesn't look like anything's going to happen anytime soon. But you guys can make it better by hitting that like button and subscribing. We are at 1,407 subscribers now. We just surpassed the 1,400 mark. Working our way now to 1,500. There's a quick opportunity for the Leafs in front there. UPO was on his ass. His own ass, trying to keep the puck out of the net. He did enough there. But we are trying to get there. Let's go. Let's keep on going, folks. We're We're only 93 away. And I say that like it's no big thing. Here's Skinner. Skinner into the Leafs zone. Opens his hips up. I don't know why he does that stupid move every time. Everything's just becoming so predictable for Buffalo right now. Toronto comes in offside. They don't touch the puck, though. No whistle. Sabres looking for the stretch pass, and Skinner cannot handle it. Oh, boy. Folks, if you want to see an angry Sabres fan, you come to the right place. Here's Jack Quinn. Just does enough to get that puck out of the zone. Toronto quickly takes it back, though, and here's Giordano now. Giordano around. Down low to Dahlin. Here's Rasmus Dahlin now with it. Behind his own net. Plays it around for Fitzgerald. Fitzgerald up the boards, but gives it away. Engvall into the slot, looking for Yarncroke at the one-timer. Couldn't find him. Toronto Maple Leaf guy takes it right back again. That's, I don't know who that is. Something Berg. It's a Swedish name. I know it. I don't know it, actually. Fitzgerald now in the corner. That's a bad pass. Looking for Peterka. Cousins trying to chase it on in there. Jordy Ben wins the race. Gets it to the center of the ice there. Kerfoot picks it off now, and here he comes for the Leafs. Kerfoot dropping it back for Tavares. His centering attempt goes out of play, off the back netting, and there will be a whistle. And we go to a commercial break. Still 3-0 in favor of Toronto. And the Sabres have done nothing to show me that they can make this into a competitive game. They've shown me nothing. Absolutely nothing. Oh, boy. Buffalo. I'm so sad right now, guys. Very, very sad. Ugh, guys. But come on, Buffalo. I know they can do it. I know they can get themselves back into this game. I don't know about you guys, but I believe it's possible. Not really. Oh, boy. But I'd like to see some more fight. That's all I want here. That's all I want. Oh, we gotta wait through this commercial break, though. I'm trying not to die, because I've been already passionate enough here. But, yeah, this team, they don't show any fight right now. I'm just gonna sit here in silence. Sitting here. Should I do a challenge? You know, one of those challenge things. What was I gonna say? I don't remember. Alexander Mogilny. Boy, do we need a guy like him right now. Yeah, we do. Here we go. Defensive zone face-off. Here for the Sabres. They won it. Jokiharju gives it away, though. Turns it over to Kerfoot. He tries to center it there for Tavares. Tavares around for Nylander. Nylander plays it back to the point. Liljegren, quick shot, deflects just wide. Leafs still have it now in the corner. Tavares trying to break around, gets it to Kerfoot. Kerfoot bounces it off the boards. Kerfoot leaves it there for Tavares. Good shift here for Toronto. They have the quick shot from the wing. Nylander, didn't get through. Finds Liljegren, though. Liljegren, cross-point pass for Giordano. Down low to Nylander. Nylander attempting to cut in front. Eventually plays it to the point for Nylander. The quick shot. Good save there by UPL. Rebound picked up there by Middlestat. He gives it away. Almost. Gives it to Bryson instead. Bryson to Jokiharju. He's going to lift that one to center ice, but straight into the glove of Marner. But Marner, oh my God. Middlestat just had a headshot there. Delayed penalty coming up here against Toronto now. But Middlestad just got headshotted there in the middle of the ice. I am really disappointed that no Sabres players going after, I believe that was against Matthews. But clear headshot. That was actually Liljegren. But that was Matthews headshotting Middlestad right at center ice there. Sabres get their third power play opportunity of the night now. That could be a suspension against Matthews. We'll have to see how long this power play is for. Clearly a headshot there. Good call by the refs to actually award a penalty. I don't know if the Sabres want to decline this one, though. Middlestad appears to be fine. He's still able to be on the bench talking and whatnot. But Sabres' third power play opportunity, only one shot in 3 attempts. They won this faceoff here. And high forecheck already doing good work here. Here's Skinner cutting to the front. His shot just bounces wide. Sabres keep it in the zone. Dahlin across to Cousins. Cousins back to Dahlin. Out wide for Thompson. Thompson faked the slapper. Didn't have a lane. Tries to throw it to the net. Skinner is there. He sends it along the boards and all the way back to the point for Dahlin now. Dahlin out wide for Cousins. Cousins takes this shot, gloved by Murray. Finally a shot. Finally, they took it to the net. But it was very methodical and so predictable. No speed. This Toronto forecheck really aggressive here. So they haven't been all that fast and whatnot. Need to do more. Come on, guys. Kerfoot leaning into this faceoff, squaring up against Cousins now. 1:30 to go here in this Sabres power play. Kerfoot wins the draw. Toronto cannot clear, though. Kept in at the point. And Dahlin gets it out wide for Thompson there. Dahlin fakes the shot. Gives it to Cousins. Cousins drops it back into the high slot for Dahlin. Plays it out wide for Cousins again. Gives it to Dahlin. Out wide for Thompson, the quick one-timer. They try to play it to the back post. Skinner was there. Toronto, there first. They get it to the point again. Yarncrook cannot clear it. Sabres finally getting a decent power play opportunity off here. Here's Tuck now. Tuck around to the point for Cousins. Just gets it out of the reach there of the Toronto player. Thompson's shot cleared out of the zone. Dahlin couldn't keep it in. Thompson doing a little too much there. All right. Here's Tuck now. Tuck working his way into the zone. Takes the quick shot off the rush. Saved there by Murray. Rebound falls to the point for Dahlin. Here's Dahlin now. Across to Cousins. Pass was into skates. He's forcing it down to the corner now. For Skinner. Jeff Skinner. Along with Alex Tuck there. Puck is sitting motionless there. Toronto eventually, with 14 seconds, gets it around the boards. Thompson with a good check there to keep it alive for Buffalo. Cousins now with the shot, and they scored! Finally, a power play goal there for Buffalo. Looks like it took a deflection along the way. The shot came from Dylan Cousins, but eventually it went in. Alrighty. So there's a bit of life here for the Sabres. Kind of took a weird deflection between the wickets there of Murray. Right off the stick there of Tuck. Eventually finds its way to the back of the net. And the Sabres, after a lot of work and a lot of frustration, finally scores on Matt Murray. So they get within 2, but let's see if they give up any more goals here in this period. It's been a better one. Finally rewarded with a goal here, but they still have a big mountain to climb. They dug themselves into a huge hole here. First line out there for the Maple Leafs. Matthews out there. Marner as well. They try to get it around to the back post. Here's Middlestad. Just had his pocket picketed there by Matthews, and we have a bunch of Sabres players stuck in a clump now. But they have a breakaway opportunity here. Peyton Krebs. That puck went just out of his reach. Tried to play it to the back post for Middlestad. Nobody in the end took the shot, though. And Toronto gets out of that one unscathed. Alex Tuck scored that one for Buffalo. Alex Tuck. His 7th, I believe, of the season. Sabres get that one into the Leafs zone. They knock it down deep, but it falls harmlessly for an icing. But Alex Tuch gets his 7th goal of the season, gets the Sabres within 2. And I gotta go charge my phone now. Ouch. Heard the bad news when I was shedding the beer. Watch out from the post. Paul Revere. We all played a part in the Devil's cheer. On to the hills. Yay! Sabres scored a goal. Oh, I'm so happy. Wow, Buffalo, you've done so well. Oh, God. Sabres. Oh, Buffalo. Oh, my God. Chad Demon. Oh, my gosh. About the Sabres. A lot of fans on Twitter are saying that Jokiharju should be off the team. Yeah, he's been pretty bad. I don't know, guys. Looks like Tre'Davious White probably won't be playing tomorrow for the Sabres because they did call up Xavier Rhodes for tomorrow's game against the Cleveland Browns. So Trey probably won't be playing again. And we do have a game. But if you guys don't know already, Tyson Jost was picked off waivers, claimed off waivers by the Buffalo Sabres, so we'll probably see him sometime next week. He's been really, he needs a reclamation project. Probably going to go on that final little 4th line there for the Sabres. Hey, Alex Tuch is on a 3-game point streak. 5 points, 2 goals, 3 assists, with 3 of those points coming in the Vancouver game. Yeah, the solitary assist the one night. Here's Vinny Hinostroza with the break-in. Sabres looking like they have a little more energy right now. 4th line back out there for Buffalo. Sheehan, Hinostroza, and Asplund into the Leafs zone. Tuch's goal assisted by, it was actually his 9th goal, whoopsies, assisted by Cousins and Dahlin. So Tuch from Cousins and Dahlin in the middle part there of that second period. Here's Tuch. Asplund doing a good job. How was that? That was not an icing. Not an icing. Good job there by Asplund. He's had a strong second period. Looks like he got the message at least. Casey Fitzgerald just knocked down Nylander there. Cousins taking it back. Looks like there's going to be another penalty here coming up against Toronto. Nylander this time going to the penalty box. So another good opportunity. Come on, Buffalo. You got the momentum. If you score another goal here, that would be beautiful. That would be beautiful. I would be pleasantly surprised. But it's a big if they can score here. Big if. Come on, Buffalo. We got this. Watch out from the Coos. All right, but the Sabres with another power play opportunity here. Just reading some of Sabres Twitter now. Let's see if they can do just as good as that last power play. No, it's going to start okay, actually. Thompson lost the opening faceoff, but oh my God, he almost scored there. Just knocked off the paddle of the stick there of Murray. Good opportunity for Murray. Tage is mouthing, how did he stop that? But right out the faceoff, Sabres were able to work it back to the point. Thompson there eventually took the shot off the corner of the stick. Jeez. Murray, that's a good save there. Sabres win another power play faceoff. They get it back to the point for Skinner. Out wide for Cousins now. Cousins threw a couple of Toronto players there for Thompson near side boards right about the face-off circle. Thompson backhands that one to the point for Dahlin. Across for Cousins. Cousins doesn't shoot. Play to the corner. Forced back to Dahlin. Dahlin out wide for Thompson. Thompson back post. Cousins. Oh, what a save there by Murray. He just robbed Cousins. He robbed him blind. Oh, my goodness. Cousins should have scored. He didn't. This game remains a 2-goal gap right now. Toronto also clears. Here's Thompson now. Thompson gets his way through a couple of players. Thompson takes the long-range shot, able to get himself deep into the Leafs zone now. Tuch with it. Tuch spins it around to Dahlin. Dahlin walks over and around a couple of players, plays it around and back to the point for Tuch. Tuch out wide for Skinner. Skinner tried to cut inside, took the shot. That bounced off a Toronto skate. Here's Dahlin now. Out wide. Thompson with the quick shot. Another guy saved by Murray. Murray with a couple of masterclass saves here, keeping this game 3-1. Another shorthanded breakaway. Oh, I mentioned it here, folks. Here's Toronto in, and what a save there by UPL. Kerfoot stoned. Sabres trying to get back into the fold here quickly now. Skinner, out wide. Thompson with another shot, and the fans this time get on their feet and stand for Murray, who's made some incredible stops, but UPL just matched it with a good shot of his own. But Cousins, gotta score that one, bud. Gotta do it. Not sure how Skinner didn't score here. Oh, wow, it just trickled inches wide of that far post. And then at the end of everything, Kerfoot with a good deke around UPL, but he was able to get a strong right pad there to keep this game keep this game at 3-1. I go to Amex games. They have some speed and high-end talent. Rusek, Kisakov, Kulik, impressive youth. Yeah, we got some good prospects on the way. Too bad they won't be able to get here this year. All right, so another power play expired for the Sabres, but they definitely do have a lot more jump in their step right now. Matt Murray keeping this Toronto with a dominant advantage. They have to do a little bit more work here. But Sabres are starting to heat things up, but the defensive miscues are still occurring. Here's Nylander down the near side wing, trying to send that one to the back post. And the Sabres just committed a penalty of their own. Delayed call coming up here against the Sabres. Probably going to Krebs or Middlestat. Leafs still in the Sabres zone now with Nylander. Just like that. It's stuff like that where the Sabres need momentum, and they got the momentum, but they give up a penalty, and we know how bad their penalty kill is. Here's Toronto out wide. Their own power finally touches up on this one. Toronto going to head to the power play here. Cousins shot is junior level. He has all the makings of another Girgensons. Can do everything but score. You hope you're wrong. Hope. Oh, Yokiyahu. Taking a seat in the sin bin. Toronto's probably going to make it 4-1 here. Oh, come on. My clock. Come on. Oh, Buffalo. Why do they pain me so much? We all played a part in the Devils cheer or run to the hills. Yeah. Buffalo. But another penalty coming up against the Sabres. They can't do that. Yokiyahu, I'm not sure what he's doing, but yikes. But Sabres, right when they are about to get themselves back into the game, it's just, God. Why, guys? Why? Unbelievable. They just can't stop shooting themselves into the foot. Oh, God. They all played a part in the Devils cheer. But the Sabres. All right, we return from a commercial break here, folks. 5:31 to go here in this second period. 5:31 to go here. Power play opportunity coming up for Toronto. They have an opportunity to make this a 3-goal game again. Let's just look at the penalty here on the last opportunity. Yokiyahu just slashed the stick right out of Camp's hand. Actually broke the stick too. Whoops. All right, so another power play. Toronto's 1 for 1 tonight. They only needed 6 seconds last time. Here's Matthews now with the puck over on the near side boards. over on the faceoff circle. Plays it up to the point for Morgan Riley. Riley out wide for Matthews. The quick shot falls in front. Oh my God, it took just as quick this time. Toronto scores. Unbelievable, Buffalo. Unbelievable. Wow. Nylander jams it home in front, and God, this team is pathetic. Oh my God. It's 4-1 Toronto now. Oh my God. Unbelievable. Luukkonen or UPL couldn't contain the rebound in front. It's a terrible penalty kill. They sit off, they drop, and they find two players open and right in front of the net. Luukkonen's got to be able to contain that rebound. His positioning there was terrible. Wow. This is just bad. This is really bad from Buffalo. Last time the Leafs only took 6 seconds. Now it only takes 23. And they're not even working that hard for these goals, Toronto is. They're not. The Sabres are just making it really easy for Toronto to win this game. And once again, despite all the good work they've done in this period, they're down by 3. Again. Here's Engvall, back post, looking for Malgin. Tried to send it again to the other back post. Couldn't find his man. Jordy Ben with the puck now. Ben. Around the boards for Bryson. Bryson loses it to Malgin. Malgin loses it back to Riley Sheehan. But he has the puck drift off his stick there. Here's Pierre Engvall. But there's another stoppage in play here. I wonder if this is going to be called a hand pass. And now we got some tossing and turning going on. Engvall spitting away with Fitzgerald right now. But this Sabres team is pretty bad. Pretty bad. Let's see what Sabres Twitter is saying right now. Sabres should trade Jokiharju for Alex Nylander. Oh, God. Sabres, oh my God. We just need one to make things a little interesting, I suppose, but yikes. This is a tough game. And Don Granato looks absolutely furious over there along the bench. So it was a hand pass. Kemp wins the faceoff just outside the Sabres zone. Knocks it in deep on Owen Power now. Power takes a high hit there from Yarncrook, who looked like he jumped off his feet to do that. Things remain in the corner for now. Peterka, though, is able to take it away, and he has it now. Peterka throws it towards the net. Well, it goes high and wide. Sabres try to get it to the front again, but you're not going to score on Murray tonight with those kind of shots. Oh, my God. I don't know with this team. They look even worse than last year's. Wow. Leafs were just able to freely cut to the front right there. Oh, my God. Jack Quinn. What do you... No? I was going to say, should have been another penalty there against the Sabres. Jack Quinn just got away with one. Here's Owen Power now. Power takes it. Throws it along for Peterka. Peterka now with it. Drives into the corner. Played around to Giordano. Giordano throws it blindlessly up the middle of the ice. Hey, that looks like something a Sabres defenseman would do. Here's Tuck now. Tuck around the boards. Back for Dahlin. Dahlin leaves it there at the point. For Tuck. Tuck, nice move. Gives it to Thompson. Back to Tuck. Takes the shot. Hits the post. Rebound falls to him behind the net. Tuck eventually loses it, though. And Toronto's going to clear. Ooh, Dahlin just laid it in. Munting charging away with Jokiharju. I just want to say how Jokiharju's a bad defenseman, guys. Just want to say that. Here's Matthews. He just took a hard check in the corner now. Skinner dangerously threw it up the boards. And now the Sabres are looking to hit. Now? Really, guys? About damn time. We've been waiting for this for about 7 games or so. Here's Skinner. To Thompson. Thompson working his way into the slot. Matthews trying to lay him out. Bryson picks up the puck. He looks like utter crap. He throws it down low behind the net. Tavares is there. Tavares now with the puck. He throws it up the middle. Eventually gets it to Matthews, and he comes away with it. Out wide to Morgan Riley. Riley lifts it back post for Bunting. Bunting takes the hit as he makes the play. Plays it around for Tavares. Tavares now. Loses that battle to Fitzgerald, and Fitzgerald plays the through pass up to another bum. Whoa. Toronto really lined. This game is starting to get chippy here, folks. Here's Olofsson. He does utter nothing. He's done nothing since October, guys. This guy is utter trash. Here's Nylander looking to find Kerfoot. Kerfoot lost control of it and taken away by Peyton Krebs. He's still got 0 goals on the year. Krebs trying to throw that one to the net. Blocked there by Bunting. Bunting is going to send this one back down length of the ice. Not far enough for an icing, though. And Fitzgerald is back again. That's Labushkin. Labushkin throws it, takes a weird bounce off the backboards. Sits there again behind the net. Asplund there. Hinostroza just got tripped up and stuff. No call. Sandin plays it out wide for Engvall. Engvall is going to throw that one towards the net. UPL just blockers that one away. That one player that I don't know the name to plays it now for Toronto, loses control of it, and the Sabres are going to try to get a breakaway here, and they may actually do. No. Puck rolled a little too far for Hinostroza, and he just throws it around to Asplund. Asplund now to Dahlin. Dahlin back down low for Asplund. Here's Asplund giving it to Sheehan. Sheehan back to the point for Dahlin. His shot goes into the glove there of Murray. I'm not sure why. After that happened, Riley Sheehan put his hands up like, there was a goal. But just like the rest of this game, he doesn't know what's actually happening. He's not quite sure. But this game is getting pretty chippy here between these two teams. And we only got 39 seconds to go here. 39 seconds, 4-1 Toronto. Buffalo doesn't look like they have any business being in this game. Toronto takes it back. They win the face-off. Malgin gets it through center ice, loses control of it to Owen Power. Power has it now. Leaves it there for Jokiharju. Jokiharju along the boards for Cousins. Gives it back to Jack Quinn, but he turns it over in the neutral zone. Toronto trying to make something happen. Doesn't appear that they will. Owen Power with it now. Power to Jokiharju, who's been pretty bad this game. Sends it out wide for Cousins. Cousins, he's going to take this one himself. Cousins into the slot, takes the shot. Nothing will do there. Another quick shot, and that will do it for this period. So, both teams get a goal there, and for the Sabres, things don't get any better for themselves. Toronto, once again, making their power play look really easy and showing the Sabres what you got to do there. Looks like we have another second left here, though. Russ put a second back on the clock now because the net for the Leafs went off its moorings. I'm not quite sure. But we have about a second left here. 1.1 seconds left. I'm not sure why they have the third period. There we go. Second period. Nothing probably going to happen or a result of this, but always fun to see what does. Here's UPL now. He was talking to the bench. He was like, "Oh, should I come off? Should there be an empty net here?" Not a good idea. Second period, 1.5 seconds left to go here. Oh, Middlestad lost the face-off. Okay, now it's the end of the second. All right, still as crappy as it began. Ugh. Oh, this team. This team, guys. Ugh. Blech. Blech. Nothing in this game gives me any hope here that they're going to do anything in the third period. I don't care. I stopped caring. This game is terrible. Why did they put me through so much pain? Yikes. Just yikes. You know what? I think I'm going to end the stream here. Someone said on a Pilu video I did a while back, Pilu's worth every penny. No, he's not. No, he's not. But I think I'm going to end the stream here, folks. There's no chance the Sabres are coming back in this game. And I'm only... it's just tough. They give me no reason to keep watching this team. And I don't make you guys watch this team either. This is just... They're showing no fight. And if they show no fight, I shouldn't have to show any fight. And plus, my voice is already kind of hurting here. So I think I'm just going to end it here, folks. 2 periods. Sabres already gave up 4 goals. But thank you so much for watching. I was Don. This was Buffalo SportsCenter. We'll see y'all in the next video. Probably about the Sabres and how bad they are.